stack the money, make it multiply. Yellow, white, gold, can't decide.
What's up, everybody? We back. Season 2, Episode 1, 2021. We here. I'm Bobby Champion.
I'm Chris Staples. What up, though?
Hey, let's get it. I'm about to beat Chris Staples today, man. He don't stand a chance. Facts over feelings. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's go.
We got 2021 NBA season is finally back. Came back a little bit earlier, December 22nd. Congratulations to the NBA champions, who are the Los Angeles Lakers.
Of course.
LeBron.
We
What
do
you
that.
expect, right? Cool. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about the offseason. Offseason acquisitions, there was a lot of trades. A lot of people requested to be traded. Well, not a lot, but some did. So with that said, who do you think had the best offseason, Chris?
As far as trades?
No, just the best offseason, period.
I low-key feel like, I'm gonna be talking about this a lot today, but I low-key, I like the Pelicans. I like their lineup right now, man. I feel like
you gotta explain this one a little bit more.
I mean, but at the same time, now we knowing like Zion about to go 100%. We only saw a glimpse of Zion last year. Like if Zion had played even a little 10, 15 more games, we talking about rookie of the year, even though Ja Morant did his thing. But yeah, I like the Pelicans lineup, them adding Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe. Brandon Ingram looking like a beast right now. And they're young. They like one of the youngest teams. So I think that's like one of the better lineups that we're gonna see this season. Obviously you got, the Lakers obviously added they just made their dynasty even more, more dynamic. But I mean, the Lakers gonna be what they're gonna be. I mean, they still circle around LeBron. So, I mean, that's my pick.
So wait. So we said who had the best offseason? You picked the Pelicans.
Yeah.
The best thing that the Pelicans did in the offseason was get rid of Alvin Gentry. That was the best thing that they could have did. I don't know if it's this offseason or during the season. They got a new coach. Thank God, finally. Right? Otherwise than that, best offseason, it was not the Pelicans.
And they brought Stan Van Gundy in.
Listen, picking up Stan Van Gundy and Steven Adams is not the best offseason. Like, let's stop playing. Are you serious? Come on.
I know Eric Bledsoe not Drew Holiday, but it got Eric Bledsoe a beast. Then I'm
gonna say this: you took an out of the box one. You took one I didn't expect with the Pelicans.
You gonna see this you gonna see this season. The Pelicans are gonna be.
Well, with that, I would like to say I think that on the flip side, Drew Holiday going over to the Bucks, that was a win for them. They get an upgrade by swapping out Eric Bledsoe for Drew Holiday at that point guard spot. I think that's going to help Giannis out a lot. But as far as the best offseason, and since we had a little bit of a sneak peek into the season and what it's going to look like, the Suns at the top of the West. Nobody expected that. They're 5-1. That Chris Paul acquisition added him to Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Man, like that, it's hard for me to say that that's necessarily the best one, but as far as like superstar moves or stars moving around, like that's a pretty big adjustment. They're 5-1. They're tied for the best record in the whole NBA. I would have to go with them right now, man. Like it's hard to, you give Devin Booker an actual good point, like a Hall of Fame point guard. Like that's a big acquisition. We talking about more than Steven Adams here. Like, come on now.
Oh man, look, we're gonna debate that one a little bit. I'm just saying, like by adding full time, because Zion was only part time last season. Now we got Zion full time, and then you bring Steven Adams. Them two big bodies down in the paint. You're not going down there. Because it's gonna be a problem. And Zion, I mean, he's great, man. So I like that. I like this. I like that type of lineup because they can swing the ball. They got shooters on their team. They got big guys on their team. They got the full package. I like the Pelicans this season as far as like being a playoff team.
Okay. All right. Because that was one of the questions is, so who is your sleeper team? So is it the Pelicans? Is that your sleeper team too?
I gotta go Pelicans this season, man. Like I've been watching the games. I'm like, man, if they got the right lineup together, they'd be all right. I like how Lonzo Ball playing. He playing aggressive now, and he not scared to take that jump shot. Brandon Ingram is like baby Kevin Durant.
How many baby Kevin Durant is it, bro? I thought they already calling Karis LeVert baby
No,
Kevin Durant. That was Brandon Ingram.
Karis LeVert is a good scorer. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But who looks like Kevin Durant in the league?
No, I think Brandon Ingram would be the closest to it. But I've heard that's what they're calling Karis LeVert over there.
I don't know why they're doing that. That's just probably.
I don't either.
They don't even play anything alike at all. Brandon Ingram looks like KD on the floor. When he got the rock, he got a great mid range, shoots ball.
So tell me what's their place in the West? So where do they end at? Are they AFC or are they gonna be like, they top 4 right there between them?
I'm not gonna say AFC. I would love to see them in going against the Lakers or something like that. I'm not saying they're gonna beat it, but I would like to see that matchup. But
versus Zion. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because somebody gonna have to guard Zion because he's still an issue out there.
You think LeBron will have to check Zion?
Somebody got to guard Zion. I'm not saying LeBron gonna have to guard him, but I know Montrez ain't. I don't know. He gonna be in that body. That's gonna be tough.
You don't have to. That's his job. Power forward, center. That's you.
It's gonna be tough. But
that ain't LeBron at this age. That's not LeBron's job. He jump out there when it matters.
He's gonna have to guard Ingram, which that'd be, that's gonna be good. But Ingram can't guard.
I like that matchup. I like that matchup a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at that Pelicans line and be like, all right, it kind of work.
I'm not picking. That's you picking the Pelicans to do all of this amazing stuff. Like I said, I like the coaching change, and we will see. But that's definitely not my sleeper team. My sleeper team, we already talked about the Suns, so I'm not going to dive in on them again. But the sleeper team that I would have to say is like I talked a lot about the 76ers. Last year I was very disappointed in how they lost, but they did have, obviously an injury that kind of set them back. But this year with picking up Doc Rivers, they're leading the East with 5-1 record, the number 1 record in the East. I like them a lot. Like you finally got Brett Brown out of there, that losing mentality, that trust the process. I never want to hear that again. Like I don't want to have a losing process get us to a championship. That's just so contradictory. It doesn't make sense. So I like the 76ers a lot. I'm not saying they're going to win it all, but I think for a sleeper team, this will probably be the year that they have the best chance to come out of the East. I think this will be their best year to come out the East. I think the Nets and the 76ers will be the 2 teams. Like one of those 2 are coming out.
So you're not on Boston bandwagon at all. I think Boston need to add one more piece. I think they need that. I just think they messed up when they let go Al Horford.
Horford.
Yeah, stretch 4. They need that real stretch 4.
Yeah, and I think they're a little bit predictable too. Like you know where all their buckets are coming from. It's coming from Jason Tatum or it's coming from Jaylen Brown. And I feel like it's a lot of isolation when I have watched them. Like they play as a team. They will play as a team. But the way that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum get a lot of their buckets are like cool wing, ISO. It's not a lot of easy buckets. Like I feel like they work for all of their buckets like pretty hard, So I like the Celtics. Don't get me wrong; they're gonna be top four seeds in the East. But sleeper, they're not. I wouldn't see them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say sleeper. Okay, I agree with you on that. Yeah, not sleeper.
Yeah, they're not my
the playoffs. They expect to contend, but I wouldn't say anything would be shocking if they did go far.
All right, so now we got to talk about my man James Harden. He's the hottest topic in the NBA right now. He's requesting trades. He's at the strip club. He's with a little baby. He's doing everything. And then comes fresh out 44-17 on your head.
40 piece.
40 piece on your head. So what? Tell me what's your thoughts on James Harden? Should he stay? Should he go? What does he need to do over there?
It's not what he should do. That's what ownership is doing. I'm the owners. I'm not trading him.
You keep him.
I'm keeping him. You're going to have to come out there and play sometime. You don't want to drop your own brand. So for him, he got to continue to have these great games because you want to make sure he's showing everybody, hey, look, I can do this stuff in my sleep. I ain't even working out. I just come out there and get buckets. But if I'm the Rockets, I gotta keep you, bro. Like you the top scorer in the league. You're under contract, and I don't care like if you're upset because there are no fans right now. So it's okay. You're not going to arena getting booed. You There's nobody here. So it'll be a different type of situation. Like had he requested this trade, then got to go play in front of 50,000 fans, and fans dictate the game a lot too. They have a big part of it. If they
Right.
boo you at the free throw line or booing you when you get introed and stuff like that, that takes a lot of energy and messes up, the camaraderie of the team. And so, but seeing that that's not an option right now to have fans, I'm keeping you, and you're gonna come out here and do what you're gonna do anyways. So, I think if he does play the season out, it could be a good season. They are, definitely still a playoff team with John Wall being there, and John Wall, he got something to prove. That's like, I don't think you can go too wrong with that, because John Wall can really pass the ball as well, so, and he can score. So
Yeah.
I would stay.
And he has the ability that's different from Russell Westbrook, and he can change gears.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook is 100 miles an hour all the time, probably 120 miles an hour all the time.
Right.
John Wall can accelerate, decelerate, and I think really, as far as the Rockets are concerned, this is probably the best team that he's had since he's been.
If everyone stay healthy, that's probably one of his concerns. Like these John Wall and Boogie, like these guys have been injured the last couple of years.
Yeah, but you're forgetting about Christian Wood. He's over there frying. Christian Wood.
At the same time, everything changes during playoff time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nice now. Don't get it twisted, but everybody not the same from the regular season to the playoffs. And so you have like DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall. They're great. They're great weapons to have, but if they can't keep it up, James Harden gonna have to change his game plan when playoff time comes along because of injury or something like that. Granted, I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen, but that's just something you have to consider and think about.
Right. Yeah, I think James Harden should stay. I think that this is one of the better teams, if not the best team that he's had on paper, right? Chris Paul has probably been the best player he's had. Russell Westbrook may have been the most talented player that he's had, but as far as the best team that's been assembled around him, I think like they actually have a center this year. They have DeMarcus Cousins, and then they have Christian Wood, and then like PJ Tucker doesn't have to go down there and guard the biggest guy on the floor anymore at 6'5". So I think if he can stick it out, he should. If it will work, if he'll stay, I don't know. But if he was to go anywhere, I would like to see him go over there with KD, Kyrie.
Heck no, crazy.
I would like to see it. I want to see it. I want to see how it would work. I want to see how it would work because out of those three players, he's probably the most unselfish between Kyrie, KD. He's definitely the best passer. He averaged more assists than them easily. So
because that's because he got the ball in his hand. And so that's when, he get to control that. I don't see a Kyrie Irving moving without the ball. Like he don't do that. That was the problem when it came to last year is the fact, and even though I thought him and Chris Paul could have worked out,
James Harden don't move without the ball.
No, I don't see Kyrie Irving being a person who moves without the ball. James Harden, the way he operates, he gotta have the ball in his hand, and he don't move without the ball either.
Right.
So now you got two people that's just gonna sit around. And
I saw James Harden this year. I saw him go set a screen, bro. His first game, he set a screen. I gave him 44.
Probably like, give me the ball back. I set a screen. Give me the ball now. Go away.
It was like the first 5 plays of the game. He scored the first 2, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all try. Come on. He set some screens, and they went down like 10-2. Then he was like, all right, come on, give me that rock back.
See, and that's the thing, though. Like, rest in peace, Kobe said it, man. He was like, man, the way his style is he gonna have to learn to play more team basketball. You gotta be able to move it up the ball, set screens and things like that. And so I just think going over there, you only got one basketball, and way Kyrie Irving plays, he needs the ball in his hand as well. When you got a great player like Kevin Durant, I can catch and shoot. I need 1 or 2 dribbles and I can do what I do. Versus James Harden, like I'm a one-on-one player. And I just don't think that would work well in the team aspect of it.
I didn't say it worked well. I just want to see it.
Oh,
I don't know how well it would work,
yeah,
but
for
you got three superstars on the same team. Like I want to see KD,
so
Kyrie, and
so if it
James
was
Harden.
an
I want to
All-Star
see that.
game, if it was an All-Star game and they had LeBron and KD, and they the captains, and KD picked Kyrie first, LeBron picked AD next, and then James Harden with KD, then you'll see that, But
No, I want to see that during the season. I'm trying to see
uh,
another big three.
that's
Like somebody gonna form a big three. Somebody will eventually because that's historically like that's what really gets you championships. Like that's how the Celtics got theirs. You
right.
know, the Lakers, people don't consider Gasol like a big three, but when he had Gasol, Bynum, and Kobe, like that was you said what?
I forgot about Gasol, man. Lakers picked everybody. The Lakers got everybody, man.
Yeah. They had a good front office, a great front office. So let's move on to the next topic, right? We finally have Steph Curry back. Stephen Curry is back, not Stephen Curry. Make sure you get it correct. He got the new commercial out talking about Stephen and Stephen,
Right.
So make sure you get that right. Steph Curry. And he didn't play last season, really. He had an injury. Clay was out. KD left. They had a rough season. And so now he's back. Where do you see him finishing at? Do you think he'll be an MVP candidate or could potentially win MVP, or they just don't have enough to really do much
Not this year. Yeah, not this year. Warriors, I mean, they missing Clay Thompson. Draymond Green been in and out, so like they just don't have enough. I don't care if he really averaged like 40. It will be tough because they won't make the playoffs this season. So I think that would just I'm not saying it's a wash season, but them not making the playoffs won't help him get MVP at any point. I don't care how much he's averaging. Now he can be the most valuable on his team, but not in the league. So, yeah, I just think they're just missing their pieces right now. And I just think whenever they get their team back together, then they'll be title contenders again because Klay Thompson and Steph Curry together, that is tough. That is tough. I think you can put anybody, any small forward, any small forward would want to be on that team, with those two. So, yeah, that's why I just think that he wouldn't be an MVP this year.
Yeah, and I would agree. I think that watching the games is also a huge difference playing without Klay Thompson. You really get to see that because now teams literally just get to key in on you. You don't have that second shooter that I can't leave. Like, no, I can. I could collapse down in this paint. I can help. Somebody can play you tight. So if you do drive past them right here. And you got Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre, like the first three games didn't score a field goal besides a dunk. Like I thought he was way better than that. He was 0 for 91 from the field. Like that is I just have to ask, like at that point as a coach, like when is it somebody else's turn? Like when? Like at that, like if I'm the coach, I'm like, yo, Chris, man, come on, you gotta come get Kelly, man. He need a break. Like for real. Come on, man.
But this is the season of like rebuild. They still rebuilding. So, you gotta, figure their way out and get into the system.
If
But
by rebuilding you mean tanking, that's what they must be doing.
Almost.
You keep somebody starting who 0 for 91, like you're tanking. Like you must be. You must, like that's common sense.
I think Klay's value will be more appreciated too when he comes back. You see how much of a difference he does make and how much he does help Steph Curry out by being that other guy he can depend on and be another shooter and guys can play honest on the floor. So, but yeah, it's a no-go for the Warriors this season.
They're done for.
Done for.
Okay, so let's roll into some predictions. So we already talked about some of our sleeper teams. So to win it all for 2021, I know you're not the biggest fan of making predictions, but it's the first episode of season 2. All right, we have to have something. You might be right. You never know.
Okay. So maybe we have to replay this clip right now and later on, when the championship come around.
Right.
So, I mean, barring injury, if there's no injuries, I gotta go with the Nets.
To win it all or come out the East?
No, to win it all. If they don't get injured and they play how they're playing right now, I got to go with the Nets. I would love to see a Nets-Lakers matchup. But yeah, I think the Nets have the pieces to beat the Lakers. And yeah, I mean, Kevin Durant, he in his revenge season. Kyrie Irving, he in his revenge season. So it's a lot to prove. It's a lot on the table. I'm sure they want to get to the finals. I mean, I'm sure Kyrie Irving wants to beat LeBron James in the finals. And I'm sure Kevin Durant wants to beat LeBron James in the finals. So, and obviously, I mean, we're talking about the East. That's the East. But now we're talking about the West. You're like, it's obviously got to be the Lakers. That lineup is just too crazy.
Ooh.
I know you about to go with LeBron. Go ahead.
Listen, this is one of those situations where I'm not going to try to be different. I'm going to tell you what the facts are. I'm going with LeBron. He's definitely going to the finals. We almost know that for sure. Like, that's what he does. You said barring injury, so cool. We're going to automatically assume these teams are 100% healthy, right? So I have to pick the Lakers to come out definitely of the West and to win it all. What I would say about the Nets is they have a rookie coach. This is the first year with Kyrie and KD actually playing together on the floor. The fact of the matter is Kyrie is injury prone. He's never completed a whole entire NBA season. Spencer Dinwiddie already is hurt, right? Yeah. So we already have some injury issues in there. What I do like about the Nets is, from a matchup standpoint, they do have a center in Jared Allen coming off the bench. That's a shot blocker, and you have DeAndre Jordan starting. Like, I love that right there. Like, defensively, like, you guys are pretty good. But to come out and win it, like I told you, I think the 76ers would more so come out the East. I think cohesively, they've been together longer. They've already suffered through the losses, that's for sure. And I think the Nets are just like the most talented team in the East, but we'll see how they play as a team and how the defense looks towards playoff time, because they can score. They're going to get you 120, 125 points. But teams are throwing them too. You said what?
I said when they're going, they're tough. And Kyrie, he just looked like he is unguardable, man. It's crazy. Like, it's really levels to this. Like, he got all the moves. And so, I mean, I don't know. I said I would love to see that happen in the championship. But you talk about two guys who know how to score in every way, with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. I think that's going to be tough to match up with when it comes down to, playoffs. And both these guys are very clutch. They can make shots from three-pointer. They're great free throw shooters, and they can make shots. So
I love those points about the free throws for sure.
That does make a difference.
Yeah, huge difference. No, for sure. Like, you look at somebody like Giannis, and that's what a lot of people are criticizing him for this season.
Yeah, that's his
already.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he made that jump he looks the same as last year. Like, I don't really see much improvement from a jump. I do see the confidence to come down and pull the three. But like I said this last year, and I don't think that's, if he was on my team, if I'm coaching Giannis, I'm not asking him to come up the court and take threes and just put him in the best position where he can score.
I agree. I think, like with him shooting threes, like we'll take our chances with him shooting that three. I think he thinks he needs to shoot the three to make everyone play honest. But when you have a team that can shoot threes, then you don't need to do that. They're going to have to respect the other guys on the three-point line. So you don't need to add yourself to that mix. Like, you stay around in that hole and you do what you're good at, and you become the animal down there instead of trying to be, a three-point shooter or a mid-range shooter. You don't need that. That's really not what the team needs at this moment. And I think he needs to work on his free throws and just stay be an animal down in the post. So,
yeah. And what a lot of people don't understand is the better you get around the basket, as far as shooting, like the more he practices just that mid-range, the free throw, like you said, the other things will come because you just need to get the mechanics down of shooting. If you can boost that free throw percentage, I think your three-point percentage is going to go up with that because you just are practicing the actual proper mechanics of shooting.
Exactly.
But if you just out there jacking up threes, yeah, man, that's
I mean, it's a team game, so it's like all about knowing your own role. And You know, I think he takes away from other people sometimes when he's walking the ball up court. Like, I understand the fast break. It's Giannis. He can get down court in 3 dribbles into dunk. I
Right.
get it. If you're not getting this fast break, get the ball to the point guard and go get into a spot. And that's the way it works. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. So I think he needs to understand that and to accept that role. You know, I know he wants to be the MVP and things like that, but I think by him accepting that role will actually elevate the team.
Right. 100%. And especially with Drew Holiday, you have a point guard who's like, no, I'm going to put you in the right position to score. I can definitely shoot the 3. He's splashing. Like, he can do that.
Yeah. They got shooters on their team. So it's like no excuse for him to be out there shooting threes.
Zero excuse. 100% agree. So we have our prediction. I'm choosing the Lakers. You rolling with the Nets. We're going to see how that turns out. We might have to put some type of wager up. I don't know what it is.
I'm not betting against the Lakers right now because I lost last year. So, I mean,
yeah.
Before the season even started, like, yeah, but I mean, LeBron, he's a great chess player.
Yeah, don't bet against LeBron. And I told you, even if it's not them, I don't think it's the Nets. I really think it's the
only person that can upset LeBron is Kevin Durant because no one guarded him.
Nah.
Not even Anthony Davis. Not even Anthony Davis. You don't want no smoke with that.
See, that's the thing, though. It's really more so how you slow down LeBron. Like, that's the real way to beat them. Like, or unless you really just have a super team. That's why I said that. If they get James Harden, that's your best chance to beat LeBron. You need a super team.
They don't need that. But I feel like the difference is, like, LeBron he got himself, he got Anthony Davis, he got some great role players, but he always got that dog. Like, that dog is Caldwell Pope. He's great on defense, great on-ball player, and he's fast, always getting steals. That's the dog that they have that's different. Like, okay, he may not be able to shut down Kyrie Irving, but he's going to be the guy who has to guard Kyrie Irving. He's going to pick him up full court. He might not score too much, but if he can take away from Kyrie Irving, that takes away from the points. That gives the Lakers a better chance to win. And that's why I think, like, every team needs, like, that dog. You remember, like, we talked about, like, the Lakers back in the day. I mean, not Lakers, the Pistons back in the day. They had Lindsey Hunter, 2004. Right. It was like, hey, he going to guard Kobe Bryant. Wherever Kobe go, he own him. He own his head. And so that's one thing the Lakers have that advantage on.
Yeah, and I don't know who is that person for the Nets. Like, who is that? Besides, I know you had 2 good centers who are great defensively, but who is that perimeter stopper for the Nets?
I don't know. That's one thing they don't have. But they got some shooters. Joe Harris light that thing up. So I can't wait to see that happen this season when that's something the Lakers don't got. They don't got that quick knockdown shooter like that. Not
where's your Nets jersey at, bro? Where's your Nets jersey?
I'm a Kevin Durant. I like Kevin Durant.
You really fixed it inside. I thought you were thinking, like, here, go right here.
I know you probably got a LeBron. You probably got a LeBron poster in there somewhere.
Oh, I have all the posters. I have all the posters for them. All the posters. Like, not even the posters. I have all the jerseys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. I already know.
Lakers jersey, All-Star, you name it. I got it. Cavs, Miami, Lakers. The Kobe too, you know, that's there. We got a better jersey, bro. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. Here we go.
Better jersey?
We could bet the jersey. If the Nets win, I'm gonna copy you the Nets Kevin Durant jersey. If the Lakers win, you gotta buy me another LeBron jersey.
Dang. Okay. That's a deal.
That's a good deal, right?
Wait, you gonna buy another LeBron jersey? It's probably gonna be the same one from last year.
Nah.
How about this bet? All right. If the Nets win, you gotta rock the Kevin Durant jersey on the next episode. Saying, oh, yo, even though you been talking about the Lakers, like, I gotta rock the Kevin Durant jersey.
I'll rock a Kevin Durant jersey. That's not hard. I like Kevin Durant.
Off your prediction, like, okay.
I like Kevin Durant. That's a bet. So that means who buying the jersey then? I'm still buying the jersey.
Yeah, you buying the jersey.
If I get to buy the jersey for myself and wear it, bet.
Why you need another LeBron jersey? It's gonna be the same exact.
So I'm not buying the jersey for you. I'm buying it, and then I get to rock it.
All right.
That's okay. I don't know if that's. You got to buy the jersey for me. I just want you to know. I don't want you rocking the LeBron jersey and buy it and you wear it. No. my don't tell LeBron, the white one. I already know it's just, that's one I don't got. I got the yellow, purple, I need the white
got
drink.
the purple.
See?
I ain't got that.
Yeah, see, I need the white. All right, that's it. We wrapping up. First episode, season 2. You said who we got to talk about next week?
Got to talk about Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball. I can't wait to see that matchup. And
when do they play?
I don't know. I got to check the schedule.
Okay.
But I can't wait to see that matchup because I don't know who better right now. I still say Lonzo Ball better than LaMelo, but yeah, he better. He's more NBA experience. I mean, LaMelo
just made me fly back out the seat with that one.
We'll talk about that next time, though. That's next time, though, because I'm gonna go at your head about this one.
Yeah, put that in the comments for sure. You tell us who's better, LaMelo, Lonzo, and make sure you subscribe, follow, like, everything, comment, hit us up, man.
Let's go.
That's it. We out. I'm Bobbie Champion.
Chris Staples. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. All
right, we're gonna catch y'all next week. Yeah. What's up, everybody? We back. Season 2, episode 1, 2021. We here. I'm Bobbie Champion.
I'm Chris Staples. What up, though?
Hey, let's get it. I'm about to beat Chris Staples today, man. He don't stand a chance. Facts over feelings. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's go.
Stack the money, make it multiply. Yellow, white, gold, can't decide. Came to